Imagine spending years trying to avoid a problem. You wait for the perfect opportunity, the perfect conditions, the perfect moment. You tell yourself that once the obstacle disappears, you will finally move forward. Once life becomes easier, you'll begin. Once the fear is gone, you'll act. Once the struggle ends, you'll grow. But what if that is the greatest illusion of all? What if the obstacle is not standing in your way? What if the obstacle is the way? This idea has echoed through philosophy for centuries. Most people see obstacles as interruptions, something unwanted, something unfair, something that delays progress. But the Stoics saw them differently. They believed that difficulties were not detours from life. They were life, because every quality we admire in a human being is forged through resistance. Think about courage. Can courage exist without fear? Think about patience. Can patience exist without frustration? Think about strength. Can strength exist without struggle? The answer is obvious. Without the obstacle, the virtue never develops. Without the challenge, the transformation never occurs. Yet most people spend their lives wishing for a smoother road, not realizing that the rough road is shaping them into someone capable of reaching the destination. Consider a river. When water encounters a rock, it doesn't stop. It doesn't complain. It doesn't turn around and declare itself a victim. It flows around the obstacle, over it, sometimes even through it, and over time, the very thing that seemed immovable is worn down by persistence. Nature understands something that humans often forget. Resistance is not always the enemy. In fact, resistance is often the teacher. The student who struggles with difficult subjects develops discipline. The athlete who faces exhausting training develops endurance. The entrepreneur who experiences failure develops wisdom. The person who suffers heartbreak develops depth. None of these qualities appear without hardship. Yet when difficulties arrive, our first instinct is often to ask, why is this happening to me? Perhaps a better question is, what is this trying to teach me? Because every obstacle carries a lesson. Every setback contains information. Every failure reveals something you didn't know before. And while pain itself is not pleasant, it often serves a purpose. The obstacle forces you to adapt, to think differently, to become more resourceful, to discover strengths you never knew existed. The mountain does not exist to stop the climber. The mountain exists so the climber can become stronger. Look back at your own life. The moments that shaped you most were probably not the easiest ones. They were the painful ones, the uncertain ones, the moments when you felt lost, the moments when you thought you couldn't continue, yet somehow you did. And because you did, you're not the same person you were before. The obstacle changed you, not by blocking your path, but by becoming your path. Perhaps that's why some of the wisest people learn to stop asking for an easier life. Instead, they ask for greater understanding, greater resilience, greater courage, because they know that a life without obstacles is not a life of growth. It is a life of stagnation. A seed must break before it becomes a tree. A caterpillar must struggle before it becomes a butterfly. A piece of coal must endure pressure before it becomes a diamond. Transformation has always demanded resistance, and maybe the challenge you're facing right now is not a sign that you're on the wrong road. Maybe it's proof that you're on the right one. Maybe the obstacle you've been trying so hard to avoid is the very thing preparing you for what's ahead. So the next time life places a barrier in your path, pause before you curse it. Pause before you run from it. Ask yourself, what if this isn't blocking my journey? What if this is my journey? Because sometimes the obstacle is not standing between you and your destination. Sometimes the obstacle is the destination, and the person you become while overcoming. It is the reward that was waiting for you all along. If this message resonated with you, consider subscribing. Not because you owe me anything, but because these videos are for those who refuse to stop growing, questioning, and becoming. And if you're one of those people, I'd be honored to have you on this journey.